The OURANG MEDAN is said to have been an American merchant vessel, operating in the 1940s. Its haunting story is steeped in tragedy, secrets, and unanswered questions. The legend begins in the summer of 1947, when several distress signals were picked up from the ship. The messages, sent in Morse code, transmitted a chilling warning. All officers, including the captain, are dead. The crew is dead. They lie in the chart room and on the bridge. I think we are all dead. The distress signals were received by nearby ships, including the Silver Star, which promptly raced to the OURANG MEDAN's location, hoping to provide assistance. But what they found aboard the OURANG MEDAN was beyond comprehension. As they boarded, they discovered the lifeless bodies of the crew, frozen in terror with expressions of horror etched on their faces. Curiosity getting the better of him, Travis exited the vehicle and ran toward the object. Dazzled by his unprecedented experience, Travis stood gawking at the object, seemingly in a daze, unaware of the pleadings of his teammates to return to the familiarity of the truck. As he stood bathed in a soft golden light, the object began to move, and a low rumble began to emanate from the object, with a cacophony of high-pitched frequencies. Startled, Travis dove for cover, and upon his efforts to retreat, an intense discharge of energy enveloped him. Believing that the object had attacked and killed Travis, Rogers immediately fled, the remaining men of the crew reeling over the horrific scene they had just witnessed. Most people believe that Roswell ignited the UFO phenomenon in America, but what few know is that just weeks prior to this famous New Mexico event, another would occur in the skies over the Cascade Mountains in Washington. Kenneth Arnold, a private pilot, spotted 9 shiny metallic objects zipping through the skies with incredible agility. Kenneth describes their aerial acrobatics resembling saucers skipping on water. His story began a media frenzy, and his verbiage would give rise to the iconic phrase, flying saucer. How do you not know this man? This is Bill UHOUSE, and he is the original Bob Lazar. With an impressive background as a veteran of 2 wars, a research scientist, and a fighter pilot, Bill's resume includes work on experimental aircraft at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. He was asked if he wanted to work on a flight simulator. It was later revealed that this technology was dedicated to training for piloting alien craft. Bill's work took him to Area 51, where he recounts, with a clarity and candor characteristic of an honest man, his extensive interactions with an extraterrestrial named J-Rod, as well as his exhaustive research and work on alien craft. The origins of the Flying Dutchman can be traced back to the 17th century, during the Golden Age of sail. This was a time when European countries like the Netherlands were exploring and establishing trade routes across the treacherous waters of the Cape of Good Hope. Legend has it that a captain named Hendrik van der Decken attempted to sail around the Cape in stormy weather, defying nature and endangering his crew. As the storm raged and his crew begged to turn back, Captain van der Decken stubbornly pressed on, swearing that he would sail the waters of the Cape until Judgment Day. In that moment, he cursed the sea, and an eerie fate befell him and his ship. The Flying Dutchman became a ghostly vessel, doomed to sail the oceans for eternity. This was punishment for his arrogance. Therefore, he and his crew were cursed to sail the seas for all time, forever searching for safe harbor, yet never able to find it. Sailors claim that sightings of the Flying Dutchman are ominous, a harbinger of doom. Those who witnessed it were often said to be fated to die at sea. He was a man of few words, but his presence spoke volumes. With a tall, imposing frame and a face weathered by countless storms, he was a shadow in the ports he visited. His piercing and unforgiving gaze compelled the obedience of his silent and rugged band of men, who followed him without question, their loyalty as unsettling as their haunted expressions. Whispers of his blood-soaked battles, the treasure hidden in the depths, and the eerie ship he commanded, Queen Anne's Revenge, a vessel as feared as the man himself. They said his ship appeared out of nowhere, often shrouded in fog, a phantom on the waves. But the real man was no ordinary sailor. He was one with the ocean and his vessel. Some knew him as Edward Teach, but the legend of the sea would forever remember him as the terror of the Caribbean, Blackbeard.